Alright, welcome back to this video. In this video, we're going to continue our discussion on Microsoft Forms, and we have just our last two items or elements that we can add to the page that we're going to go over. So we're going to go over the file upload and the Net Promoter Score. So let's go file upload first. So if you click on file upload, and it's self-explanatory, it just allows you to add a file, allows the user to add a file to their form. So what if I said, upload your document. Actually, last project. You can have a file number limit, 2 files, all the way up to 10 files, but we're not going to do that. Just one is good. And then you also have a size limit. So you definitely want to limit your users from how big of a file they can upload. You definitely don't want a gig or even 100 megabytes. So 10 megabytes is perfect. You don't want it to eat up resources on your server. So let's go ahead and preview this. This here, 5-star always, Power Automate. I get that. So I want it next. Bam, bam, bam. And then file upload. And then let's add this. Let's say that. Give it a second. And there's our file. And let's submit. All right. Thank you. Let's go back. And let's scroll down. So the next thing we're going to be talking about, so I'm going to click on Add New and Net Promoter Score. And there's our last element there. And it actually even added the question, the default question for me. How likely are you to recommend us to a friend or colleague? So look at that. And it just allows you to give it a rating from not at all likely or extremely likely, sort of what you would see on Amazon. So let me change this up. How likely are you to recommend all right, and I'm gonna make this field required. So let's go back up to the top and go to preview, and now I'm just gonna fill out my form. Everything. Spelled everything wrong. Say this, that, give it a date. You can move this up or down. Next. And I want to say strongly agree. I'm going to upload the dummy file. And I'm going to give it a ranking of 10. And let's submit. All right. You can also submit another response if you wanted to. Now let's go back. And there's another thing I'm going to show you all. So we're done with our form with all the different elements that we can add to a form. And you can add as many of them as you want. I'm going to come here and I'm going to click on the more settings. So more settings, and as you can see, it asks who can fill out this form. If I hover over this, it says file upload is only available when only people in my organization can respond. Is a selected setting. So, and I can understand why, which is good, because you don't want somebody outside of your organization uploading, some type of Trojan horse to your server. So that's good, because if you remember, I have file upload. What I have is only people in my organization can respond, record name. I can also have one per person. So that little, when we submitted our form, if you notice, it had a little text that said submit another one. This will take that away. You can also have it just go to specific people in your organization, but we want to do this. Now we have options for responses. So accept responses. You got to have responses, or they won't be able to fill out the form. You can have a window of when the form can be filled out, so start and end date. So within that start and end date, let's say I said between January 11th and February 1st. So within that window, that's when they can fill out the form, and after February 1st, they won't be able to fill out the form anymore. You can show a progress bar. I'll show you that later. And then you can customize your thank you. Last two, you can have send an email receipt to respondents. You can also get email notification of each response. So those are two other options for you. Now let's fill out this form one last time. Okay, test. I don't really have to fill all this out because these fields aren't required, but I'm just going to fill it out. I wanted to show you one last thing. And there is that progress bar, that selection I just showed. This is it here. Click next. So strongly agree. I'm not going to upload a file. Say 10. And there's that progress bar. You can also go back if you wanted to. Go forward. Submit. Oh. And there you are. See, so because I've already filled out this form, it says this form allows only one response per person. And if you remember, I had selected that in the settings. So let me go back and let's look at our responses. 28 seconds average time. We have these different options. So as you can see, it gives me a little bit of metrics here. So look at that. All right. Now I hope you all enjoyed this series of videos on Microsoft Forms. In our next video, I'm going to show you how you embed this in a page in SharePoint. That was the whole purpose of this. All of these apps that are within the Office 365 suite can integrate with SharePoint. So in our next video, join me and I'm going to show you how to do that. Thanks for watching. Bye.